Hello, my name is Ilona, and first of all, in my video, my Dutch video, I actually looked at different countries than what I'm going to look at in this video. Just going to do a short recap. First of all, I looked at all the flooding that's been happening in France, in Italy, in Spain right now. Awful things have happened. A lot of people, a lot of destruction, lost loved ones. It's an awful situation, but I wanted to take a look what the energy was behind this. Is this real dark energy? Is it something else? And the interesting thing is that the cards I've got the main card was the Empress. And to me that feels like Mother Earth. So I do think that Mother Earth is also cleansing things. Healing of energy, and I believe the Whiteheads are using the flooding to, flood all the tunnels, because it was very interesting. I saw a card, I think on Telegram. I forgot to repost it on my own channel, so I can't find it anymore. But that a lot of all the flooding is happening in those areas that's connected with all those tunnels. So it's interesting to see. But, I fully understand for the people actually in that situation, that's not really going to feel very comforting because it leads to a lot of destruction. But we have to see it in a bigger picture. And this is the Mother Earth, the consciousness of Earth, transforming these energies. It also had to do with old pains. The last card for the future, near future, were the Three of Swords and the Nine of Wands. And this has to do with old pain that needs to be relieved, that needs to be healed. And fortunately, sometimes it is necessary with flood or with, with water, with fire, to release all these energies. A lot of work has been done by the dark energies to place all these dark energies connected in the grid of the earth, and that needs to be cleansed as well, just like these tunnels need to be filled up. So that's what I got from the flooding, and of course see if that resonates with you or not. For France, I saw a lot of hectic things happening. We had the tower, falling, things are falling apart, but it's not going to be visible immediately. But for the future, I saw at least the cards were the Five of Swords. So most likely there's going to be a lot of power play. There's going to be a lot of unrest. That's what it feels to me. So a lot of hectic energy, which is suitable for France. Feels like very hectic, extreme energy, and a lot of people in France immediately, jump. If something needs to be done, they're on their feet. And so it could still get very grim there, and it could very hectic. For Italy, it felt more like a planned energy. We had the King of Pentacles as the central card. And I thought that was very interesting. So things are being planned. We also had the Knight of Wands in the past and the Page of Wands as the influence on the King of Pentacles. So the Whiteheads are taking over a lot in Italy. And ultimately for the future of Italy, I saw the Six of Swords and the Three of Wands. And those both cards that everything is getting easier, is getting smoother. It's also wait and see what's going to happen. So it felt a lot less hectic than in France. And the last cards, and I still have them in front of me, are from Spain. And of course, right now they're being hit with all the flooding and awful things are happening. So my heart goes out to everyone that is, unfortunately involved with this, or things are happening to them because of this. But I saw that there's going to be an emotional change. We have the Nine of Cups, we have the King of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords. This is the central card. These are the influences on the central card. So for Spain, it's more of an emotional change, especially with what's going on now with the flooding. I believe their king showed up in certain areas and the people were not very happy with this. So it will be like an emotional change, and there's going to be more truths revealed as well with the Ace of Swords. And for the near future, we have the Sun and the Hanged Man. So it feels like probably things from children are going to come out there as well, but that's going to happen worldwide. It's going to be more positive ultimately for Spain, and it's going to change people's perspective. But what I'm sensing with this card reading is there's an emotional change happening. In Italy, it feels more planned, and in France, it feels very hectic, like sudden changes, suddenly things happening. So it's very interesting that all three very very different energies for those countries. And in this video, I first of all want to take a look at Portugal. Portugal. What is the energy of Portugal? We've got the Ace of Cups, also an emotional change, and the Ace of Swords. Well, that is very interesting. We've got the Judgment card in the past. We've got the Sun card for Portugal. We've got the 5 of Swords in the near future and the 9 of Cups. This is very interesting. They are really starting something completely new. A new beginning emotionally, new beginning with communications, truth that is coming out with the Ace of Swords, and we have the Sun card. So things are actually changing in a better way, but this will lead, first of all, to more power tripping, like power play. I think that, of course, the dark energies are not going to be very happy with changes really being made. So they'll probably try to regain terrain again. But we see that they're not going to get very far with this, that they're not going to be able to control this anymore. So if I just look at Portugal, they are really making new beginnings, new changes. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. These are all new beginnings. The Sun card. We have the Judgment card, which is to me the Great Awakening card. So a lot of things are happening, I think, spiritually in Portugal. Doesn't mean that it's all, how you say, that you're immediately going to see those changes, but that's the start. If it changes emotionally, you know, you make a new beginning. A new beginning with the air sign, the Ace of Swords, you'll get more truths coming out, communication. This is all leading to a change. And like I said, the coming period ahead, it's going to be a bit rough. But ultimately, the change is already happening there. So this is very interesting for Portugal. Beautiful cards. Let's see. I also wanted to take a look at Denmark. The energy of Denmark. Let's see. We've got the High Priestess. That's interesting. For the central card, we've got 2 cards. We've got the 5 of Wands and the Magician. Then we have the 10 of Wands in the past. We've got the World card underneath the Magician and the 5 of Wands. We've got the 2 of Pentacles for the near future and the Queen of Swords. There's a lot of secrets unveiling happening. There's also a lot of infighting and people, you know, trying to regain control, putting people back into their own power, their own strength, because of, you know, all the infighting or things are happening maybe in the government. Maybe people are speaking out more, or maybe just in Denmark itself that people are starting to realize this is not what we want. We want to take back control. There are still a lot of secrets happening, but also secrets coming out. Because there is this new, the influence on the central cards, the world energy. So in Denmark, something is opening up. It's like they're changing in a very different way. And I think they are moving away from things. Especially from their past, when there was a lot of suppression going on, a lot of, how do you say this, you know, walking around with a chicken without a head. There was so much going on, feeling oppressed, feeling like they couldn't move anywhere else. So things are changing now, especially with these inner, maybe even inner workings, you know, inner strife for people, but it's also out there. So you can see that people are more engage in all kinds of things happening, which opens people's minds. So I do think a lot of things are coming out. Maybe there's some kind of fighting in parties there, political parties, something like that, or maybe in the media. It just helps people to open their minds and bring them back in their own strength. So secrets will be revealed. There's still some secrets left, but we have the new world coming in the energy. And ultimately, we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is really about more balanced ebb and flow, and the Queen of Swords. So I do believe that the people in Denmark are smartening up in a way, you know, what really resonates, what really is the truth, and using their discernment, especially with the the High Priestess and the Magician, what is really true and what is going on. So in Denmark, it's very interesting energies, I have to say. A lot of things happening there. The last country I wanted to take a look at is Switzerland. Someone asked me about Switzerland. Are they going to become completely neutral again? What is going on with Switzerland? So a lot of things are happening there as well. So let's see Switzerland. We've got the Queen of Wands. So in Switzerland, whiteheads are showing more. We've got the central card, which is the Four of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Cups in the past. We've got the Page of Wands underneath the Four of Cups. We've got the Chariot in the future and the Two of Swords. So there is in Switzerland more and more whitehead influences, especially with, well, these are both influencing the central card. There is a lot of just people not happy with what's going on right now. They're not happy with their government. They want something else. They're not happy with what they're offering. There's really pulling away from this. There's also this feeling of this is not what we want. And I think the whiteheads are, how do you say this, helping this along so that people are stepping away from this government, from what is going on, what has been going on. But they are not happy. The people in Switzerland are not happy. And this will just help create a new beginning. This is a card from the past, but it's already starting to change. There's also an emotional change happening, especially with the Four of Cups, which is also an emotional card. People are just not happy anymore. They don't want this. They don't want what is happening. And like I said, the whiteheads are really influencing that. And ultimately, they will move away. They will gain control again, but they're still not completely sure how they're going to do that with the Two of Swords. So they still have to make a decision which direction they really want to go to. But with the Chariot, they will move away. This is a moving card, moving away from something, taking back control. So the people in Switzerland are going to take back control, but they're not completely sure which way they want to go. If they want to go completely neutral or completely in a completely different direction. So this is very interesting to see. But things are really happening there as well in Switzerland. And a lot of people are not happy with anymore with what's been going on and with the narrative. And they will move away from this. And that will get things moving in Switzerland. So I'd like to leave it at this. Hope to see you in another video. Bye.